let me know. I have no idea why the timer suddenly switched to like an hour from now. I was like, that's not right. We're live at 8 this morning, and we are live at 8 this morning. I know this is a little bit earlier than we're used to, but for some reason, the school district has decided that half days will be on Wednesdays this year. I don't know why. Anyway, there's only 2 more weird Wednesdays for the school year, so I'll be sure to note those ahead of time. But good morning, everyone. How are you? All right, today's question of the day is, what is your favorite type of cake? And I'm talking filling, frosting, and let's see, was it Angela that said the butterfly cake? Or no, hummingbird cake, that's what it was. I looked that up online. That looks freaking delicious. Like, I never heard of a hummingbird cake before. That sounds awesome. Let's see. Kim says chocolate cake with chocolate frosting, a classic. I love it. Oh, I'm sorry you have COVID, Angela. I hope you feel better soon. Hope it passes quickly. Let's see. Kim has, music's really loud in my ear. Kim says, I have an appointment today earlier than usual, so I'm able to be here. Awesome. To order the 10th anniversary edition from Blackwell's. Oh my goodness. My Amazon one still hasn't shown up, but we'll talk about it in a second. Shipped it out a couple weeks ago, so I should get it soon. Awesome. Let's see. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Sherry. Let's see. Brooke says favorite chocolate or favorite cake is yellow cake with chocolate buttercream. That is delicious. I made that for the kid's birthday one year. I was making cupcakes, and we were at an age where there were enough young kids that you have to invite every kid in the class. It was a huge birthday party, and I think at the end of it, if I was accounting for siblings and parents, I think we had estimated there was the possibility of about, I don't know, 100 people coming. It was insane. Thankfully, it was outside at a park, so it's not like, you know, we rented out a big hall. It was just a big birthday party. But I was thinking like, I might as well save some money and make some cupcakes or whatever. I like to bake, you know. I accidentally doubled the butter. They were the most delicious, most moist cupcakes you ever had, but I was like, oh boy, these are gonna pack on a pound or two. They were worth it though. They were delicious. It was a delicious mistake. Let's see, Megan, pineapple upside down cake. I don't think that one's made in a bundt cake pan, isn't it? Let's see. Yeah, hummingbird cake has banana, pineapple, and pecan nuts in it with lime flavored cream cheese filling. That one interested me. Like, that's got to be like tart but sweet at the same time. Hi, Dominique. Ooh, sounds good, Dominique. Good luck with that. Let's see. Kim, hello. Marilyn, hello. Let's see. Ooh, Marilyn, tiramisu. Steve had tiramisu in Italy at the home of like a traditional like Italian grandmother. Apparently it was the best tiramisu he's ever had. I haven't attempted to top it yet, but I mean, how could you compete with traditional Italian tiramisu in the heart of Italy from an Italian grandmother? Like, that's not good. I'm not gonna beat that. Let's see. Dominic says Victoria sponge or Battenberg cake. Very nice. Yeah. When my mom and I visited the UK, every cafe we went to, we tried their Victoria sponge. You know, it's all the same basic stuff, but they all have, you know, different traits. I think the best one was in Stonehaven. Of all the ones that we went to, was in Stonehaven. All right, let's see. Kim, hello. Oh, it hopped down. Hang on. Zippy Stitcher, good morning. Let's see. Miss Butterfly says another tiramisu. Okay, chocolate cake, carrot cake, apple pie. Wait, but pie's not a cake unless I've heard of like apple pie cake. But I follow Baking with Blondie, and she does a lot of like really interesting cake combinations. Why did I come with the cake question this morning? I don't know. Just popped in my head. I went through about 5 others, and I'm like, no, we've done that one, we've done that one, we've done that one. If all else fails, we can always talk about food. Right, Angela? Morning, Kenny. Ooh, it's early for you. Let's see. Kara, hello. Deanna, hello. Deanna says chocolate with chocolate frosting, another classic. I love it. Let's see. School cake with icing and sprinkles. Wait, what's school cake? Is that like when they do the cafeteria where it's like a white cake with like whipped cream frosting, or is that just the name of the cake? Never made it in a bundt cake pan? Okay, that. I haven't ever made it in general, so. Used to love Black Forest cake, but now for me it's chocolate cake. That's fair. Well, and you're still kind of in the same thing. Black Forest is what? Cherry, chocolate, and is it cherry chocolate and coffee? Coffee flavor? I need to look up cakes now. Ronnie, hello. Deanna prefers pie. That's fair. That's fair. Steve just prefers cookie over all things. Don't really like cake, but I love tiramisu. See, tiramisu is great. Let's see, Black Forest cake as it is the perfect balance between chocolate and white icing with just, oh, it has white icing. Okay. Let's see. What? No, it jumped down. Did I miss it? hold on. I thought I missed something. Oh, Sundrop cake. Okay, you're gonna have to explain Sundrop cake. Because I think I also missed somebody said earlier that they don't like cake, and that's totally cool. That's when chat hopped down. I'm sorry, Shannon, I'm sorry. What is Sundrop cake? Yes, it is early. German chocolate. I like the idea of German chocolate, but it's the texture of the coconut that I can't get past. Let's see, Zippy says plain sponge with icing and sprinkles. I know, right, Megan? Exactly. Well, I'm sorry, Shannon. It was a mistake. This is a lot to read, and my brain can't brain half the time. The coffee, I've got like one more sip of coffee. Hang on. It was early morning this morning, getting the kids off to school, and then I was like, oh man, I set it for 8 o'clock. By the time we get back from school drop off, I was like, oh, I've got like 30 minutes to finish getting everything ready. Anyway, all right, so German chocolate hate. Audrey, she don't see. I knew I missed one because like usually if I've got a couple minutes and I'm here waiting, like it's usually right before you know, use restroom, get water, all that kind of stuff. But I'll glance through chat. But toss up between red velvet and carrot cake. Ooh, cheesecake. I do love cheesecake. So we are here today because I gather you here today because no, I'm kidding. We're celebrating the 10th anniversary of Secret Garden. Secret Garden was Johanna's, not her first book, but her first adult coloring book that released, which is just crazy to think it's been 10 years. Now, full disclosure, Secret Garden was not my first book. Enchanted Forest was my first book. Suzanne tagged me in the challenge, and I need to pull together my oldest page and my most recent page, and I need to get that posted. But Secret Garden was the first book that, and I didn't grab it, but there's also a Secret Garden artist edition. Hi, Carol. So I tried to grab all of my iterations, so I have all of them except for the postcards and the artist edition, but you can't even find, like, okay, I looked on Amazon, you can find the artist edition, but it's used, and I don't know about you guys, but if I want a full coloring book, I don't necessarily want to buy it used, do you know what I mean? So what we have here, we're just gonna go top to bottom. I put the smallest ones on top. So this one was the most recent, it was your first coloring book too? That's awesome. Not counting the one that just came out. This one is the most recent iteration of Secret Garden. So it's a miniature Secret Garden. Oh, I have a Secret Garden candle too. So it's good for travel, but I think for some it was just a little too small. There's a new book coming out, Little Victories, on Amazon if you haven't pre-ordered it. Actually, maybe don't pre-order it. I should have listened to Shannon. She said it in her stream. She said it before. I pre-ordered, and my Secret Garden book only just shipped, and it's gonna be here tomorrow. Thankfully, like after Barbara, hi Barbara, Shannon had posted a reel that she had her book, and immediately I went to Steve. I was like, Shannon has her book. I don't have my book. I want the book. And then, you know, after I had my childlike tantrum, for the love of potato chips, do not pre-order. I think it was different with Book Depository because they were great about getting the book here like on the day. But I ordered my 10th anniversary edition back in April. It has been on order for what? How many months is that? A lot of months. And it's not even here yet. So after, yeah, wait until a few days before. Hi, Namalu, good morning. After I saw Shannon's post and I whined and complained and stamped my feet and then told Shannon about it, I suddenly had the idea, well, why don't I call Barnes & Noble and just check? And they did. They had it on the shelf early. There was one at I don't like cakes. It's okay. You're not the only one. You're good. The wonderful, wonderful Steve. I said I would go get it, but he's like, I've already got my shoes on. He headed out the door and he grabbed me one. But before we get to that, let's take a look, because now that we are live, I am gonna show you the 2 new pages in the back if you haven't seen them yet. I didn't post it on Instagram because, like, for me, I like saw Shannon's video, but then immediately closed it because I was like, oh no, I don't want to see, you know, there's only 2 new pages. So I wanted to, you know, see them for myself, but she didn't even show the pages. So I was like, oh, well, I didn't need to worry at all. So we have this book here. This is a Croatian edition of Secret Garden. This is one that Johanna sent me the first time that I worked with her. There was me and a couple other colorists, and this was part of the thank you package. So yeah, I don't have any other Croatian editions. Mostly I just have UK editions, except I do have 2 French editions of this, which I'll show you in a second. This was the most recent, let's see. Yeah, most recent, it's still pretty yellow. Let me check this one. This one might be, yes, okay, out of order. This is a more recent printing of Secret Garden. Now, Secret Garden was kind of a testing ground for her because she was still figuring out a lot of the papers. So this is the most recent edition. This one was a printing of it, ordered mine a few days before it was delivered. Was an empty package. Oh my gosh, okay, this doesn't belong here. This is Magical Jungle. This one, as you can tell, the pages are much more yellow, much more. Here we go. You can see the difference between the two. This one with the more yellowy pages, this was a 2015 printing. The newer one was a, let's see, 2020 printing. So 2015, 2020. Okay, then I have this one. Now, this one was the very first Secret Garden I purchased. It doesn't have the cover on anymore. I got it spiral bound. And to be honest, this is the one that I let the kids. Why is that the yellow pages? That was just the first iteration of pages. I don't think she had nailed down. I think she got enough feedback to get, you know, white or ivory or whatever else. But a lot of the early pages, which is funny because this one, you can tell the kids got a hold of this one. This one isn't nearly as yellow as the 2015 printing. You see that? So this was one of the early ones, but the paper in this one is so much, it's thinner and it's got more texture, more tooth. It's a lot more similar to like children's coloring book level of stuff. Let's see, this one was printed in 2014. So this was just a year behind my my other older one. Again, as you can see, I've let the kids tackle this one. This one just kind of stays on the shelf more as nostalgia. I don't think I really colored much in here. Yeah, the kids mostly tackled this one. But this is an early one, so it doesn't have the dust cover anymore, and I got it spiral bound. Got it over here. This one here is a French edition of Secret Garden, and it was labeled as a hardback. And technically it is. You can see the cardboard here, but it's like unfinished on the side. So you can kind of see, wait, what's Barbara saying? Sorry, I know I'm looking at, ooh, carrot cake, I love it. To be reasonable, I should buy only one of the two secrets. I already have two. No, because, okay, Barbara, the two pages, they're not like separate. There's one on one side and one on the back side. So if you want to be able to color both pages without interference of indentation from the other one, you need two. I'm totally enabling all of you. But what was cool about this one is, let's see, am I zoomed out as far as possible? Yes. In this one, technically it's hardcover. I was a little disappointed that the edges were unfinished, but what made it special is that it came with, as you can see, I started this one, I haven't finished it. I think I was doing Prismacolors on it. I need to finish it at some point. It's basically a 4-page spread, just not, you know, all the way full. There was that version. Oh, nice, Ronnie. And then there was this one here. So the peacock page, which is super pretty. One of these days I'm gonna have to finish these ones. This one has paper that's probably more similar to some of the earlier editions. It's got more texture to it. But this one was printed in, oh no, I can't read French. Barbara, help. Let's see, does it say which printing it was? I mean, it says copyright 2013. And it doesn't say reprint on it, so maybe this was original. Yes, there's 2 new pages. Yeah, I'll show you here in a second. But I don't think it says what the reprint was. You can let me know, Barbara, because I can't read it. I think if I were to learn any languages, like French is right up there. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so this one, no, it's the reprint. Okay. So this one I got a few months ago because somebody was saying that the 10th anniversary edition was already out. Now, to see, you can see here, I can see the number 10. I'm pretty sure this says something about 10 years and the edition. Oh, help. Where's that one? Ah, okay, has bad paper and not a regular cover. Okay, gotcha. But this one also has finished edges. So if you want a nice hardback, Perfect. Limited edition for the 10 years of the original edition. Yeah, so I got this one as mostly a test because I was like, oh, well, maybe the one with the pages are already out, but it is not. This one is normal printing, but look at that green too. I would consider, I mean, it's thick, it's super white. I would consider this a like collector's edition of that book. Oh, good, Namalu. And now we're down to the actual 10th anniversary limited edition. So the differences between this and the other ones, let's see. Oof, this one, I don't want to drop any books. Okay, so this is a regular, more recent printing of it. So differences that you have here. First of all, if you're not that big of a fan of Secret Garden and you're not interested in the new pages that are in here, you know, it's basically the same as this one, but from a collector's standpoint, which you all know that I have probably a ridiculous amount of, I mean, I just showed you how many copies of Secret Garden, and that's not even the duplicates. I have more than that. Super white and super thick. Ooh, awesome. So the differences are, you've got the cover differences, you've got the little seal that's up at the top that indicates that it's the 10th anniversary limited edition, different foiling on the front. On the back, we have different, it says celebrate 10 years of Secret Garden, color and complete, piece of paint or something. Color and complete this limited 10th anniversary special edition of Secret Garden, the book that started a global phenomenon. Discover the magic of Johanna's inky imagination and explore intricate blooms, fantastical plants, and curious creatures, all beautifully illustrated in detailed pen and ink, waiting to be brought to life with color. Features a fold-out poster with brand new illustrations. So there are new pages. Now, most of you, if you have these books, you already know what the rest of Secret Garden. So it's all normal, except for, now I'm going to pause here before I show it. If you are here and you are waiting for the book, well, now you're going to see it anyway because we're coloring it. But, you know, where do we order the anniversary edition? Link in the description. Down in the description below, there's, I'm going here. Boop, this way. The link is down there. Hi, Linda. So yeah, this is the link is down there. So they all say draw a swarm of bumblebees. I don't feel like that was in there before. I thought it was just empty. Hang on. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. Draw a swarm of bumblebees. Draw a swarm of bumblebees. That's different. Okay. Interesting. I might need to go through later and see what the differences are. So, you know, there's gonna be some subtle differences. So now we're gonna go to the back. Of course, we've got all the way up to here. There's still this page where it shows you what's in here, but the new page is not included in the back. Yeah, difference, right? I know, right? Spot the difference. That's what it is. Now we're gonna cut ours out. Mostly because it's going to be easier to lay it flat rather than coloring a double page spread on it. Let's make sure, am I zoomed out all the way? There we go. All right, so this is one side here. I suppose I should probably put that there. There you go. All right, so this is one side. Nice kind of, not a straight, more like an oval motif. Let's see, does she use any duplicate flowers? Although these are the same style, they're not a cut and paste. These are different. They're different styles of flowers, which is kind of nice because sometimes when artists do the large one, they'll copy and paste a new one. But each one of these is different. She drew them all individually. Same with these flowers. And then, right, Namalu? It's so pretty. Yeah, so the link is in the description below if you want to order it. It's the US link. And then this, let's see if we can, there you go. This is the other new one. This is, oh yeah, it's big. And here's the crazy part, you guys. I know we've done parts, and let's be honest, attention wanes a little bit when I get further on in parts, but we have never done delayed in transit. Yeah, Tanya, I pre-ordered mine on Amazon back in April, and it's not here yet. I got lucky. My local Barnes & Noble, yeah, very, very big. My local Barnes & Noble had one on their shelf. 89 hours, that's what it's gonna be. Is it morning? Hi, Marcy. Yes, I had to do it earlier because of the kids' schedule. But it's huge. But I mean, we have time to kill until her next book is here. So if you wanna be here for the long haul, and follow the whole page. Stick around because that is what we're doing. We are not coloring anything else until it's done. We're gonna try and get as far as possible. And like if we're working on the background, which is what I want to start with today, and we get halfway, if I have time before our next stream, I'll go ahead and try and catch up. So we're not gonna do, you know, every painful inch. I will try and catch up if we're coloring duplicates, like we have the border here and everything. So, you know, I'll work a little bit of it off stream so it doesn't take us, you know, like 6 months to get done. But I mean, it's a challenge. Of course, I'm not. Again, I've had it open. It is a challenge, and it's not gonna be fast, you guys. But I want to do it, and I want to do it right. So I do have a knife here with me today. We're gonna cut this out. So let's go ahead and start with that. I'm gonna go real slow. Okay. Here, we'll go this way. So, you know, cross your fingers. It's a little bit stuck to the binding, so I need to be really careful. Maybe if I turn it this way. Hi, Johanna, welcome from Sweden. Ooh, chocolate chip cookies, very nice. Biggest coloring I made in the stream lasted biggest coloring I made in the live stream lasted, I thought you meant 18 consecutive hours. The paper's great. The paper's great. It feels pretty smooth. I mean, it's nice and thick. So here's the difference. And I thought about asking Johanna about it, but honestly, I forgot it. So you're gonna notice something about her more recent books. The interesting fact, because I asked her about this book quite a while ago. Let's get Rooms of Wonder, since that's her most recent. And here's the deal with this book. It wasn't like, I had some people comment that it was like it was a lazy thing, it was a money grab or whatever, which is not the case. So if you notice, hang on, my headphones back on. If you notice on the sides of your book, you can see who the publishers are. Okay, so for here, we have a K, we have a penguin. Everybody recognizes the penguin. Hi, Michelle, sounds good. Maybe, but we are doing Ergosoft actually. So her current publisher is Random House. This is Lawrence King. So what happened, because it's with a different publisher, they contacted her and said, hey, Johanna, we want to do an anniversary edition. And they asked her if she would do a couple more pages. So I haven't clarified this. I have not double checked it specifically, but from what I understand, it seems as if it was the publisher's idea. And she said, sure, that sounds awesome. And that's why there's new pages in there. So it may not, like this is Rooms of Wonder. Let's compare, because since it's a different publisher, it may be different paper because a different publisher may use a different printer. So we still have, so this is Rooms of Wonder, okay? This is Secret Garden. We still have the nice kind of ivory, and this one, of course, is the bright white. If we're talking texture, this feels smoother to me than this does. I still feel a little bit of tooth, but it is definitely different paper. Oh, absolutely, Barbara. This one definitely has different paper than this one. So because they're two different publishers, it would not surprise me if it's two different printing companies as well. So there's definitely a difference. It is smooth, but not as smooth as Rooms of Wonder. So if you were concerned, like, I know there was a lot of people up in arms about the paper used for Rooms of Wonder. Sit on top of the paper a little bit? Possibly, yeah. And we'll find out. I haven't tested the paper at all yet. So if you are wanting to get it, the differences are, obviously it's an anniversary edition, the foiling, and what we noticed, you know, there were a couple word differences, like they added a few more words themselves. Like, I feel like this add inky details, I think it might have been different on the original. So there are a few differences, but the biggest difference over the old version, oh, absolutely. Considering the fact that this was the most, was like an early printing, huge improvement over that. But I did recently in the last few months order a copy of Secret Garden. Time for coffee? I know, right? So let's see. This was my most recent purchase of Secret Garden. This one was reprinted in 2020. Okay, so they're pretty, sorry, I'm trying to feel to get an idea for it. This honestly, maybe this one would have just slightly more texture. Now this is just going off my hand feel. This is not like a pencil test yet, but of the two, the newer one, the anniversary edition, I feel like has just a smidge more texture, but not enough, honestly, to make it feel like there's a difference. See, this one has like a printing of carry the key to the secret door. Yeah, see, and it's different. This is the original. So all of the text that's in the book, like this, is almost like it's like typewriter print. They definitely, I feel like this design choice was done by Johanna. This design choice was maybe done by the publisher. So any of the text in here, oh, I feel like this one is definitely different. I don't know, I can't zoom out any further. All right, let's go to that page real quick. Yeah, absolutely. Zippy, thank you. Thank you so much. Get some hypes in chat for Zippy. Exclamation point hype. And use those handy dandy hype emotes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So yeah, I think the publisher had more of a hand in the printing for the anniversary edition than the original one. So, which is interesting. Like maybe it had to do with the files they had on hand. But like I said, it feels like it has more texture than Rooms of Wonder. Okay, so let's try and very carefully cut this out. So yeah, I have I have a second copy coming, and part of that is because they share the same paper. So if I ever want to, oh, you know what? You can see that's kind of ripping there. I should just cut it on this side. So you've already come there. Let's go ahead. If I can reach this side just a little bit. You know what it looks like? Oh, I see what they did here. Okay, look at this. This is really interesting. Okay. Do you see these little equidistant things here? Here's what they did. The rest of the book is threaded while the new page, you have this? Awesome. Right, Namalu? They glued in the new page, which is why I think partially it lays a little bit differently. And why I think the page is kind of stuck. It's not a bad thing by any means. But I kind of wish they would have made it all consistently the same. I'm going off a little bit. That's okay, it's just on the edge. All right. See, because there's extra glue that's here. So I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to rip it by any means. So here, we'll zoom out a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. I have, yes. Let's fold that out. I'm not too worried about cutting the other pages because I have multiple copies of the book. This one is the page I want to have the most. So we're just, see, I'm fighting with this glue here. Bear with. We're gonna have to cut along the glue seam here. I promise I won't cut myself. We've actually been doing pretty good. I don't know if my head's in frame, but at this point, as long as I can just cut it correctly, I'm good. Yeah, because I'll be curious to check the glue binding on the new one when it arrives. Like, were they hand glued? Were they machine glued? I would love to know what the process was for this. There we go. All right, and then later I'll take some scissors and I will clean up that edge. Kara, thank you. Yeah, when I tried to flip it. Thank you so much, Kara. Exclamation point hype for Karen. Those handy dandy hype emotes. Thank you so much. Okay. So we're gonna take this out. And actually, okay, first of all, check out these scissors. How pretty are those? Those are Arteza. And they are so pretty. Yeah, my hands are shaking a bit. All right, I'm just gonna clean up that edge just a smidge. And then when my hands are not feeling quite as active, then we'll do it. Okay, so there it is. That is the double page spread. I know it's a lot, and I'm well aware it's gonna take us a little while, but I wanna get through it. I wanna do the whole thing. So here, I'm gonna set down these books that I have on this table next to me. Nice big old stack. And we are gonna use the Staedtler Ergosoft. Now you may say, Emily, why on earth are you using this pencil set when there's only 36 in them and they're not, you know, like Prismacolors or Polychromos? Because I like challenge myself, and honestly, like Staedtler, like the Ergosoft, they are affordable. They are misunderstood pencils, I swear. But they are classic to me. I have used the Staedtler Ergosoft with Johanna's stuff for years. I have some doubles in here, which is why there's multiples of them. But yeah, there's 36 colors in here. So if you don't have the Prismacolors, Polychromos, don't feel like you have to. We are gonna do these pencils. We do have, as an assistance, right? It's gonna be good. As an assistance, we have the Caran d'Ache pencil blender, which I absolutely love, and a white Prismacolor. So we're not strictly doing just Ergosoft, but we do have our little helpers here. We have our sharpeners. Ah, thank you. Yeah, BT Sky, BTSKY on Amazon. I got all the cases. I think I should have a link in the description for cases. So I think what I want to do is start with the background. Now, when it comes to choosing colors, thanks, Carol. When it comes to choosing colors, we could do a color cue, but there is so much on this page. So I want to choose colors based on what we already know is here. Okay, so we have loads of greenery, which means that for our background, I want to do some sort of kind of fantastical color background, not just your typical blue sky or you know, like bright sun or whatever. I want to do something different, and I'm leaning towards orange or pink. Haven't decided yet though, because what we need to take into consideration, a way you want to make your page pop is not using a lot of these same colors. So basically I want the background to pop out from this. So what do we have here? We've got some leaves, we've got flowers, we've got mushrooms. So the mushroom stems, especially for what we have, are probably going to be a little bit brownish, a little bit beige. If I missed anyone coming in, I apologize. A little bit brownish, a little bit beige. We've got some stones around the door. We've got the mushroom caps. So I'm thinking red for this one. We could do blue. We could do a lot of different things. We could do purple. I mean, honestly, sky's the limit. It doesn't have, I thought about that, blue. I thought about that. I don't know, like orange, galaxy. See, the thing of it is with the Ergosoft, it's really hard to get. It's definitely, you're gonna get more of a pastel color palette with the Ergosoft versus if you were using Prismacolor, you could get that real deep black. But I don't think we're gonna get a deep black with Ergosoft. They are just too hard of a pencil. So not only do you need to choose the colors based on what else is in the picture, but also how are your tools going to perform, which is why I was thinking maybe something orangey. But also what's super handy, let's see, do I have my, I don't have it quite to reach. Oh, but I do have, shameless plug, but it comes in handy too. I have these color wheel stickers. So if you ever needed a reference, this one's also new. It's a little Halloween kitty, super cute. It's in the Etsy shop. I also have, I had the first 5 orders for the mini ones or for the cat ones came with mini color wheels. But anyway, let's just look at this because it's at hand. I don't know where my color wheel is at the moment. So the color wheel, right? Yes, absolutely. I'd have to do a test template. There's so much oh, it absolutely is. And we're probably gonna use all the colors, like a lot of all the colors. So obviously you have your complementary colors. So you've got your purple and yellow, red and green, blue and orange. So you can kind of, if you really want it to be cohesive, you can choose that. There's obviously all different kinds of, you got your secondary colors, your tertiary colors. You get all kinds of different blends with them. But for this one, let's see. We could do, I don't want to do our bubble background that we did on the last two-page spread that we started. But let's see. So we'll have red, plenty of greenery. Orange and blue could be nice. All right, I'm just kind of thinking out loud. What we could do is, yeah, orange and blue. I think that will look nice together. So, oh, awesome, Kim. So what I think we'll do is we're going to take a look at what colors. Now, I don't have my color chart for the Ergosoft out because of all my pencils that I have, the Ergosoft are the ones I have memorized the most. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our number 10. I use this one consistently. Thank you, Kenny. 10 is like my go-to. A lot of times when I'm using Ergosoft, the number 10 yellow will be like the highlight color. So we're going to keep that out. Let's go with, this is not quite a red orange, but it's getting close to the red orange family. This is number 24. Ergosoft do have names, but when it comes to the pencils and what's marked on them, it's just numbers. If you want to learn more about the Ergosoft, I have an entire video that is centered around kind of the history of Ergosoft and everything else. So you can check that out in the playlist for the Let's Talk videos. Our lightest orange color, I know I'm grabbing the medium ones, but it's easier to hold than the small ones. Our lightest orange color is going to be number 43. And then let's see, I think, do we want to skip? You know, we're just going to get this one here. Hi, D. This is number 42. And let's just go ahead and have number 4 out just in case. Okay, like I said, we're going to do the background first. For our blues, we have a nice dark blue, which is number 33. Let's grab 63. We'll go ahead and grab both these blues, but they're pretty similar. So let's see, that's 37, and this one is 30. I'm not grabbing this one because this one's more of a blue-green. Let's see. You know what? We'll just go ahead and grab this other blue. Don't leave it out. All right, so we've grabbed basically all the oranges and blues that we have in here. So the next question is, how do we want to layer it? We're going to start from the left side. I'm right-handed, so it's easier for me to move from left to right. Like I said, this double page spread is the only major difference with the Secret Garden books. So if you are a collector of sorts, it's definitely worth it. Okay, so let's start with, and I've got the Staedtler Norris sharpener. It's really great for these Ergosoft pencils just because of the angle of the blade. I was excited about the book. I didn't say that. No worries, Daisy. All right, so there we go. There's the link for it. Thank you, Penny. Of course, I haven't updated that one. I wonder if that's, can someone click on that and let me know if it's the current listing? I haven't updated that one in a while. I know it was kind of back and forth for a while as far as, like, we thought they discontinued them, but I think we all made a big enough stink about it that they brought them back. Like, they were just gone for a while. Okay, so, did I do that one? Make sure that one's got a nice sharp point. There we go. All right, so we could use a pencil extender if we want to, but I think we're okay for now. We're gonna start with number 33, and I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a lot of darker blue around the outside of it, and then we're going to start to do some lighter blue, and then we're going to get some orange in here. So we're going to do a little bit of everything, and this works because orange and blue are, it's current listing. Perfect. Thank you, Marcy. Orange and blue are complementary colors, so that is what we are going to work with there. So let's just start on this side, and we'll chat, and we'll see how far we get today. Like I said, I'm well aware this is going to be a multi-part thing, so if you like full color alongs, this is what we're going to be working on. Whew. 840, and now we're coloring. There we go. How many pages are in the new book? So it's all the same except for this one pullout where it's a double page spread. So there are 2 new pages in the book plus everything else that was there before. Plus, I guess some of the text is different now as well. I should probably get in touch with Johanna at some point and interview her a bit about the new books. All right, so with Ergosoft, and this is going to be the same with any really hard leaded pencil, you're going to want to go light layers and build your way up. If you go really hard to begin with, you're going to have a hard time blending those colors. But with this being the first layer, we're definitely going to go in and darken it up just a little bit. So we're just kind of starting easy here to get an idea of where we want to put our colors. Oh, and for that shoe embroidery project, if you were curious, I did finish it, and the finished video is on Instagram, Shorts, all the things. Fun fact though, I only finished one shoe. I haven't done the other side yet. Mostly because it's not something that I can like bring with me during car pickup and work on, because I needed to film myself working on it. But now that I have finished the shoe and finished the reel, now I can just like sit back and relax and do the rest of it. Okay, so we're not going to do number 33 all the way throughout. We're gonna bring in some of the other pencils. So there'll be very dark pencil around the background, and then we'll add in our oranges. So let's go ahead. This is number 63. It's not gonna be a massive difference, but I think it'll show once we kind of back up and look at it as a whole. This one is clearly lighter than 33, and especially when we start to go darker. I mean, when you have a page that's this big and this detailed, it's gonna be really easy to get overwhelmed and be like, this is just too much. But if you don't think of it like that, think of it like when you, oh, awesome, Karen, and welcome. Yeah, let's see, love full color, I need to get the book though. Absolutely. My first was Enchanted Forest. But it's kind of like, imagine that you have, like, it's been super busy, you've got a couple kids, and the kitchen is a disaster, you need to clean the bathrooms, you know, you need to vacuum the living room. Like, it's just been chaos. Because, I mean, let's be honest, we all don't have perfect houses all the time. If you walk in, you know, you walk in your front door and you're just overwhelmed because there's so much to do, and you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna get this all clean. This is so much. But I don't know about you guys, but when I focus on just one task versus thinking about all the tasks, it's a lot easier and a bit more digestible to, you know, be like, okay, if I get this one thing done, it's kind of like where they say if you're going to do the chores, like do one a day, you know, so one day clean the kitchen, one day clean the bathroom, that kind of thing. So in this case, don't think about the picture as a whole. Think, for me, I mean, I know that we're going to work on the background. We're not going to finish the whole background today because that is a lot. I mean, we're only live for like 2 hours, so we have to think, you know, practically. But in this case, if I focus rather than thinking, oh my gosh, this is so huge, there's so many things to color, I'm never going to get this done, then it allows you to kind of de-stress about it a little bit, you know, like you're not getting so overwhelmed. Let's see. Right? Nice, Jet Girl. Yesterday, it's been so busy here that yesterday, like, I just had to buckle down and get dishes done. Like, I was definitely faltering a little bit. It felt great when it was done, but I was absolutely exhausted. This is number 37. I suppose if we're gonna do a full color along, I should probably call out my colors. So the trick to blending these colors, especially when they're this hard, you know, with Prismacolors, it was really easy to kind of just smush the colors together and whatever else. But the key to creating these blends with harder leaded pencils is going to be light layers. Because if I were to go in here and just push really hard, then it's going to look, it's going to look streaky. There's going to be lines. So what you want to do is do your light layers and slowly overlap your colors. Now, I want to make sure that I'm going to be bringing in that orange, so we're not going to go too far in. And I do want to be careful how we layer these, because if I layer too much orange over the blue, it's going to look brown, and we're not going for brown. We're going for blue and orange. Right, Jet Girl? I had to have the conversation with the kids yesterday, though, because one of the kiddos was feeling a little mopey about doing some chores. They're at an age where, you know, they can put away, we don't have them do their laundry, but they can fold. They're perfectly capable of folding and putting away laundry. Well, yesterday they had some homework, and there was some laundry that needed to be folded, and they were a little grumpy, and I'm like, look, kiddo, no, there's always things that people don't like to do. I'm like, I don't want to do the dishes. I want to go upstairs and play with my toys, which was, for me, my art room. So, you know, this is number 3, by the way. We're getting a few life lessons here, and that sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do. We can zoom in a little bit more. All right, let's grab the number 33. I'm going to do a bit of a second layer here now. Pressing a little bit harder, but still, as I go out, I'm harder on this part here, but then I have lighter pressure as I'm leveling. And for those of you that are members, if you haven't got it yet, the free coloring download is in the community tab. There you go. I'm definitely going for next month is going to be a fall theme. Okay. I'm most definitely going to do a third time for these layers, but that's the thing. Sometimes you just kind of have to slow down and take your time. Oh, what is the membership thing? Let's see, number 63. A membership is, first of all, you have the join button that is down. Is it in the description? I don't remember where it is on mobile. But what a membership gets you is one, those little pencils next to people's name in chat. That is the symbol that they are a member, and what you get is access to all of the handy dandy emotes that are in. There's personalized one if anybody that wants to pop those emotes up. And then what they also get is a free download, a free coloring download every month, and you know, recognition in chat, and it's just a way of kind of supporting the streamer through, you know, like on a regular basis, so I can keep doing what I'm doing. Let's see. Karen says, I'd like to ask, what is your favorite color pencil? I love the Polychromo, but don't have any thoughts on the Derwent brand. Derwent brand is awesome. If you love coloring portraits, the Derwent drawing set, oh, chef's kiss. It's brilliant. If they ever expanded that, hi CC. If they ever expanded that, I would pick that up in a heartbeat. But yeah, the Derwent drawing ones are great, but they're all very muted, kind of neutral tones. I mean, you can't go wrong. A lot of the Derwent stuff is like brilliant. So I haven't heard too many, like, let's see, ChromaFlow. Is ChromaFlow a Derwent brand? I don't like the ChromaFlow, I know that. Ah, perfect, thank you, Marcy. Yeah, so those are, Kim, you should have access to those also. In chat, the little smiley face that's at the bottom, if you tap that, it'll pull up all the little emotes for chat. So they are all ones specifically for the live stream. Okay, we're gonna start adding in some of this orange here so I can show you how close we'll blend with the background. So let's see, the darkest orange I got. Shannon, tell us how you really feel. All right, so we're gonna do number 24 now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so 24, what we're gonna do at the base of this. Okay, and we'll bring it out again. We're gonna go light like we did before. This one is inching close to being more of a red orange, so we're not gonna use too much of it. I mean, honestly, I don't know that I'll ever tire of Johanna's stuff. It's kind of like, I color a lot of other stuff, but her books are definitely kind of like my signature books for sure. Welcome back, Dominique. All right, now let's go ahead. Let's make sure this one is sharp. Okay, and this one is the number 4. Again, we're layering over the top. Going nice and light. Holding, if you're struggling with you know, pressing hard, or you know, you want to color lighter, try holding your pencil further back. So this one, the end of it is kind of resting in my hand, but even for this, you can hold it further back and you can color more on the side, and it'll kind of force you to have a little bit of a lighter hand. So let's see, we're still using number 4. Nice light layers. And layering this orange on top of where it was a little bit more red than I wanted will help to bring out less red and more of that orange color. And as you can see, we're not doing super dark around all the edges, and it's kind of the same thing we're doing with this. We're gonna be doing some lighter orange around the edges as well. But yeah, it's hard to go wrong with complementary colors. Nice thing about those stickers too is, like, if you've got a drawing notebook or something that you keep close, you can just slap the color wheel sticker on there, and then you've got like a constant reference for yourself. Now, I went over the lines a little bit, but that's okay because we're gonna be adding green on top and everything. All right, so now, no, stream had to start early. I had posted it on the community tab and on Instagram, but the kids had a little bit of a schedule conflict, so I needed to get it done earlier. We only have 2 more Wednesdays of the school year where I'll need to do it earlier, but I've got the schedule in my phone now, so I'll be sure to let you guys know versus the, oh wait, this has to be 2 hours earlier. I really need to pay more attention to those school schedules. But most of you that have been around here for a while know I got the kiddos, and as much as I enjoy live streaming and coloring, the kiddos are my priority, so I will bend my schedule any which way to make sure that I can be there for them. Okay. So we're gonna go back to blue here in a second, and we're gonna start to get these closer to one another. And I think rather than just a like roundness on all of it, we're gonna kind of have a little bit of a trail that leads out. Hi, Connie. So glad to see you here. Yeah, I started early. See, let's see. I've missed these lives. Well, I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so we're gonna create a little bit of an orange trail out. Okay. All right, now let's go to, let's see, this one is number 30. Very lightly, coloring on its side. Right now at this point, we're kind of just mapping in where all of our colors are gonna go. Once we get all of these blends on here, then we can get a little bit darker. Now remember, I'm not overlapping the blue and the orange too much because I don't want them to blend in a way that we're just making brown. Or in this case, it might be blue since it's a really light orange. All right, so let's create a trail of blue out here. Okay, then let's get our light orange. No worries, Kara. Let's see, question of the day, a good chocolate cake with a hint of coffee or a passion cake that kind of reminds me of cheesecake. Ooh, that sounds good. No worries, Connie. All right, so number 43 now. We're gonna trail that orange out here. And of course we've got these stars. We may do white for the stars perhaps. I'm not sure yet. Going over those leaves just a little bit, that's okay. All right. Now let's grab the number 30. Like I said, we're in for the long haul for this page. I just like, you know what? We haven't ever done a full color along with a 2-page spread. This seems like a good opportunity to do that. And I know it's gonna be long, I'm aware. But, you know, we're in it for the ride, right? Okay, so now let's go a little bit darker. Now you want cake? I always want cake. Are you kidding me? I made some gluten-free madeleines earlier this week. The recipe I called for, holy heck. I think what I imagined was that it was gonna be more like a sponge cake versus like basically a cake type sugar cookie. Now I made them gluten-free, so I used my gluten-free flour and they just ended up more dense and oh man, there was so much sugar. So I wanna experiment with it because baking with gluten-free is definitely different than baking with regular flour. So I want to add an extra egg next time because I think I'd prefer something that's a bit more spongy. So an extra egg, and I'm gonna do like so much less of the sugar, like just mildly sweet, but this was like so sweet, so sweet. So I definitely want to try it again and see if I can balance it just a bit better. All right, so now I'm going a little bit harder to where we're gonna get the true, there we go, get that a little bit darker. Now keep in mind, once you use your blender, you are gonna have a limited number of layers that you can add after that. You can still add it, but you will be limited. Let's see. Yes, Jeanette, it's awesome. What's the difference between the anniversary edition and the normal one? The anniversary edition has 2 new pages, plus a few little technical differences, but mostly it has all the same pages. There's different foiling on the outside, as well as a little 10th anniversary seal. So if you are purchasing the anniversary edition, you are purchasing a bit of a collector's edition, if that's what you're interested in, but also 2 new pages. So that's basically what you're getting for that price. When you're talking about layering, how is that different from blending? So when I say blending, I mean when I am, one, using a blender pencil or white, but blending is gonna be more when you're overlapping the colors. Layering is more when you're building up your colors. So you could layer without changing colors, And that would be your layering. So here, actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna grab, okay, hang on. Hang on. Quick detour, folks, quick detour. Difference between layering and blending. Let's see, does this have the test page in it? Maybe, maybe not. Well, that's okay. We will do it. We'll just do it right here. Okay. So when I say layering, let's just say one color here. So this is the darker color. Layering is going to be more like this. Layering is going to be more important when you're building up your colors, especially when it's all one color. So you get a different color when you slowly build all that up. Blending, if you're not talking in terms of using a blender tool, thanks, Cece. If you're not using in terms of a blender tool, you're talking about blending your colors. So in this case, because I want to blend my yellow and my blue, I'm gonna grab a green just in case I need it. And you would do something along the lines of, so we have 3. Okay, so we go darker, and then as we go out, we get lighter. Okay, so nice and light there. Now, we're gonna go in with the yellow. Darker on the outside, lighter as we go in. Okay, now obviously that's not a perfectly smooth blend, but that is the idea with blending. Blending is where you are bringing colors together to create a softer edge, create a new color, you know, blending green and yellow to make blue, kind of like we are now. So we've got a little bit of green there. There we go. We've got a little bit of green, but layering is going to be referencing more along the lines when you are layering colors to get different gradients, different depths, darker colors. And I mean, you could still do layering that way, but when I talk about layering and blending, that's kind of what I mean. A lot of times I refer to layering as, I mean, just how many layers you're putting on a page. That's going to affect your value meaning just like the saturation, the lightness. Layering is going to be pointing more towards that. Blending is going to be more towards 2 different colors, creating a new color kind of thing. Oh, and if anybody wants to see what she's talking about is this right here. I'm working on these shoes here. I need to do the other shoe. But I did a Johanna design with embroidery thread on it. So yeah, layering and blending, that's kind of what I'm referencing. You can use the terms somewhat interchangeably, but layering is going to be building up your colors to change the value of the colors. Blending is going to be more like mixing colors together. Let's see, I noticed there's a Johanna Basford set of Staedtler watercolor pencils out there too. Yeah, so she was partnered with Staedtler for a while. I don't know that they've printed any new ones with her images and everything on it, but I do know that she was partnered, so there's a lot of them. Awesome, Kara. All right, it's great. I think Paul hears me talking, which means he wants to be part of the party. He's got a little bit, you're missing out. Hey, buddy. You wanna come say hi? He's like, you're talking without me. There you go. He also made a cameo in the real picture. All right, you can be up here. You just have to be there, so I can still work on this. You cool with that? There we go. He's like, no, I must, as long as you're... There we go, we're good. Okay, you can hang out. There we go. Is that better? Bye, Dominique. Thanks for being here. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back to number 37. He likes to be part of what's going on. He doesn't want to miss out on the fun. Right? I was so surprised when he was there. I was like, oh, well, this is perfect. What you doing? Whenever Steve has meetings at home, he's always, well, basically whenever anybody has any meetings, he is all about the attention. Aren't you? Yes, you are. Hi, Emily. Let's see. My favorite type of cake is vanilla with whipped cream frosting and fresh strawberries. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Yeah, he's a good snuggler. I had a migraine the other day, so I laid down to take a nap, and he crawled up there with me and just let me snuggle him. I was like, "Aw, thanks, buddy." Hi, Annie. Annie's coming in here too. Like, we having a party without me? Yeah, it's all a fear of missing out. Okay, so again, we're just going kind of lightly. See, now if I had pressed harder or not layered, I would have. Are we done now? Is that it? All right, he said hello, and now he's done. Oh, Annie's in here, so now he's playing with her. He doesn't like to miss it. Sounds good. Go. Okay, so let's grab our lightest blue. And now we're gonna start to define where the orange and the blue meet. And again, we may overlap a little, but not a ton, because I don't want it to come out brown. Annie and Isis don't hop up here too often, but every now and then they do. Annie rarely. She's just like, no thanks. She's one of those cats that, like, she will choose to give affection. She does not she does not accept it when you just pick her up and like put her on someone's lap. She's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. Enough of this nonsense. So this is the lightest color blue there is, and this is number 30. The thing of it is like, I know that there are more colors, like a color range, because there are other Staedtler pencils, but they only want to do 36 of the Ergosoft. I know they could do more. Okay, now let's go ahead. My cat lifts his arms up like a toddler. That's adorable. I love that. All right, now number 63. So if you are new here or if you're lurking, we will be live again. Obviously, we're not going now. We still got a while. But we are live on Wednesday mornings and Thursday and Friday evenings. And he's currently trying to get in a box. But that is our regular live streaming schedule. And if you want to check, you can just type in !schedule in chat. All right, so now we're gonna do number 24 in a second after I get Annie out. Kitty, you can't be playing with that. All right, everybody out. Everybody out, cat party's done. See you guys later. Okay. She's like, no, I want to play with everything. Absolutely not, kitty. Only cuddles at night, right? Doing a live on Discord? No, I haven't, and part of that is you have to have your Discord upgraded to be able to do a quality live stream. And also, I have more of an audience on YouTube, and not everybody is familiar with Discord. We have the Discord, so if you do know Discord, it is there. But no, I like to be a bit more, I don't know, there's so many different live platforms. Like this is where we are. This is our community here. And so I just don't know that there would be a strong enough interest to do it on Discord, especially when I already have like OBS and everything all set up for YouTube. Bye, Audrey. Thanks for being here. Okay, number 4. I mean, everybody knows YouTube. I would feel bad if I had to have somebody learn a new software just to see a live. I have thought about doing, I've done an Instagram live before, but it was so funny because I was actually more nervous doing an Instagram live because like knowing that I know most of you, you know, as far as you can know somebody, you know, on the internet or in live streams or whatever else, like I'm more comfortable around you all because, you know, you're my people, you're my community. Not that people who follow me on Instagram aren't, but it's just more comfortable over here. All right, number 43. Okay, we're pressing just a little bit harder. There we go. A little bit closer to this blue. Yeah, as you can see, they are definitely a lighter colored set. Yeah, I agree, Karen. I agree. The Discord is nice because it's got a little bit more of a different layout. You know, like on Facebook, it's a coloring group, so we really only talk coloring. But the nice thing about Discord is it allows us to have other conversations that aren't related to coloring. Okay, let's see. Let's grab to be able to hear everybody. Oh, you mean because they can be in the chat there? Yeah, potentially. It's definitely set up to where we could do those evenings. I know Renee does them. She does the kind of group video things. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's so sweet, Karen. Thank you. All right, exclamation point hype for Karen. I appreciate that. Although I did the emotes first. Thank you, Karen. Okay, let's grab a little bit of number 37. Now, I don't want you guys to get bored, so we probably won't. How are we doing on time? 9:06. We probably won't do the background the whole time. But I also have to remember not to try and rush this because, I mean, this is going to take us a little while. So I need to accept that there are some days where we're just going to be focusing on small parts. Go layer over that. All right, let's do, actually, we're going to use this same 37 and let's go down to this area here. Going a little bit harder over the top. Are we still in frame? Yes, okay. Oh, is it? I know I have one more. If there's enough requests for them, I can always... Oh, it is sold out. Interesting. I have one more. I'm gonna put this one, or unless it's already been ordered. Let's see. Oh no, that one is there. Okay, well I'll put some new ones up. I'll put some new ones up this afternoon. That's awesome. In fact, here's what I'm gonna do, because I need to make some more new ones this afternoon. So let's redo the listing and I will put it up for a couple more here. Hang on. I'm gonna pop it up for, there we go. Yeah, normally I don't post more unless I've got them on hand, but I'm gonna make some more this afternoon. Okay, there's more listed up there, so feel free to, I know, right? There's so many. What do you think is the best printer is for art paper? Do you have a preference? I don't know that I necessarily have a preference so much as you need one. If I were to choose mine again, I would get a LaserJet if I got a high quality one, only because with my inkjet, the ink will run when I print out pages. And so something with a LaserJet, the ink doesn't spread, but also one with a back feeder for sure. The one that I have is a Canon TS 8120. I think I have the link for it in my description, or maybe exclamation point printer, maybe. But mine is an older version. So, I mean, it would probably charge a ridiculous amount for an older version. So definitely look for something that has a back feeder. And if you have the option, probably a LaserJet would be better. Ah, perfect. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's the border. This is gonna have a little bit of blue. This one here. Let's see. Let's bring it down here. We won't go too far down this way. We will do a little bit of something else here. All right, let's continue this out here. But yeah, we're definitely doing the kind of orange and blue. And we will move on to... Actually, you know, I'm gonna put a poll while we finish this part up. I'm gonna do a poll and let's do, okay, background for the rest of stream. Okay, so I'll put yes or mushroom slash flower. I mean, I don't know how many parts this whole thing we will do, but go ahead and put your vote in. It's all anonymous. My feelings won't be hurt either way. So do you want to just work on the background for the rest of stream, or do you want to move on to foliage or mushrooms? There we go. I like how bright that is though. That's really pretty. Let's try the blender pencil and see how it looks. The ink is light, yeah. Yeah, going to the store will do it. Hi, Blue. How are you? All right, so we're gonna use our blender here. And I don't think it's gonna do too much of a difference. Now, when I say blender, it's honestly, I feel like, and I've said it before, it's more of a burnisher because you're flattening out that tooth and kind of eliminating that white that's making your colors look lighter. So actually not doing a ton, but it'll be nice and kind of upping that darkness just a little bit. Let's get a little bit more. Yeah, you can see there's a little bit of a difference there as far as how much it darkened up. Go. Not trying to overlap them too much. All right. Yeah, because this isn't actually like blending the orange and the blue together, but it's just kind of smoothing it out and upping the vibrancy. You can notice even more when you use it on like Prismacolors or softer lead that kind of moves around a little bit. All right, what do we have for, oh, it's almost 50-50. It's almost 50-50. Awesome, Carol. Let's see. Let's move it over a little bit more, and then we'll maybe get a start on a mushroom or a flower, since it was pretty even. All right, let's do, let's see, number 63, I think would be good. We can also, if you want, you could do like little outlines of the darker color around the leaves. And if you're ever struggling with ideas for a background, like Instagram is a great resource for that, because you can search the hashtag for whatever book you're using. You know, maybe if you're lucky, you'll find a page that used that, and that can kind of help to give you an idea of the direction. Now, that being said, if you like straight up like copy somebody else's you know, style, that's not a bad thing. Just make sure you credit them with it so that they're like, wait a minute, that was my idea. Not that there's a limit on creativity. You know, there's plenty for all, but it's kind of nice if you got, you know, a really good idea from someone to just tag them and be like, hey, look, you had such a good idea, so I did the same idea. It's flattering. Getting to like these early streams. Well, they're not all the time. We have 2 more Wednesdays during the school year, so number 30 now. 2 more Wednesdays during the school year where the kids have early release, like half days or whatever else. So I'll make sure to schedule ahead of time these early ones. But yeah, because I know it's hard on the West Coasters because it's like 6 a.m. 6 a.m. when I go live. So I was like, oops, sorry. But for UK, it's perfect. It's like 6 hours ahead. It's like, what, 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Well, not anymore. It's more like 3 o'clock. Okay, let's see. Let's do a little bit of the orange here. Also, with the lights, it looks a little bit lighter than it really is. So that's just something to keep in mind. Oh, nice. Yeah, Johanna's is just classic. I was definitely very excited. I was telling Shannon, it's like Christmas, just waiting for the new books. I get so excited. In fact, even me, even little Emily was just like, why are you so excited? What's wrong with you? I'm like, it's a new book. You don't understand. Look, you know, Christmas is great. But there's a lot to do during Christmas, you know, planning everything, making sure everything is magical. Well, you know, release book days, that's magical for me. I like new books, especially new Johanna books. We're getting 2 this year. I mean, technically, this isn't a full new book, but, you know. Exactly, exactly. All right, so number 43 now. So yeah, while I have you all, if you're new here, I do have a little Etsy shop with coloring downloads and stickers and such. If you need color charts, I've got not all of the color charts that exist because I am horribly behind on catching up to making new ones. But I've got free coloring charts and some free coloring pages and downloads on my website. You can do !website. We also have a monthly sticker club, so you can type in !Ko-fi. That's the platform I use for the sticker club. We've done coffee themes so far. We did a honeybee theme. We did strawberries, and of course, next month is going to be a fall themed sticker release. But there's sticker sheets, vinyl stickers, mini stickers, all the works. If you like stickers, you can check that out. Let's see. I love Pinterest. I also explore color palettes to help me choose colors for. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. That's one of the reasons that I really like the color cube too, because you can just pull out your palettes and do that. But whenever I do Ergosoft, it always ends up being a bit of a rainbow palette anyway, so it kind of works out that way. Cannot believe how big this palette. I will say, if this was a whole new book, I probably would not have chosen a double page spread to do for the live, because I know it's going to take a while. I'm aware. But I suppose that's kind of the fun of it, right? All right, let's blend this a little bit. Pumpkins? Yes, there will be pumpkins. Absolutely. Even next month's free coloring page will be fall pumpkin-y kind of themed. So bring on all the not like full-on pumpkin spice pages, although Cheerios, pumpkin spice Cheerios, flavored Cheerios are out. I don't do a lot of like pumpkin spice things. I don't know. I've never got on board with the pumpkin spice coffee, but oh man, you get me some pumpkin spice Cheerios and I am all over it. All right, now number 3 here. Get a little bit darker here. Just a bit. I'm not going to use the blender on this area yet, because if you use a blender over an area that hasn't been colored, it makes it almost a little too slick for the pencils to adhere to it. So try to save the color pencil to the last. All right, let's use the number 4, and I want to go a little bit darker right here. I'm getting a little bit of an imprint of the wood grain because of the table that I'm using here. So when I am coloring this on my own, I may put like a sheet of paper, and actually I might do that for next time. Just put a sheet of paper under it, just keep the imprint from the wood grain. It is. I don't know. I tried the Starbucks one. Maybe I should try like a home pumpkin spice creamer. Probably not a terrible idea. Okay. All right. Let's take a little bit of a break off the background and let's start working on some of these flowers here. Okay. So if you've got orange and blue, this one, I don't know what color this one's going to be. We'll probably do purple for this mushroom, which means we could do a nice kind of bright pink for these maybe. So let's grab, zoom out a little bit here. Let's see. I tend to hesitate towards putting pink next to orange, but we're going to be doing orange and blue for the whole background. So we're just going to roll with it. So let's do our darkest pink that we have. This one here, which is number 61. And then let's grab number 20. And then we're gonna grab a little bit of, gosh, these are small. I might need to bust out my other ones to get some larger ones. A number 5 for a little bit of shading. Hi, Josephine, thank you. Dunkin's with oat milk. Ooh, okay. Let's get our pencil extenders here because that little green one is gonna need a pencil extender. Okay. We're gonna pop this in here like so. Go. All right, so let's start with number 61 here. Zoom in nice and close. There we go. Make sure we are in focus. Yes, and let's lighten that just a bit. Much better. All right, so number 61. I tend to gravitate towards my darker area is usually on my left side, with my lighter area being on my right-hand side. We'll just work on this one flower for now and really focus on it. Let's see, Bird Lady, hello, says any yellow butter cake layered with whipped cream and berries. Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious. So for my wedding cake, we actually didn't do buttercream or anything. I did whipped cream actually. I'm trying to remember. I don't recall what filling I did. Hi Renee, thank you. Well, I haven't seen much of this page yet, but I don't think we will anyway, only because the book only just came out and it's going to take a while to finish a double page spread. So, but I will be excited if you, I don't know I suppose the hashtag would be just Secret Garden. Maybe like hashtag 10th anniversary. I think I'll have to check. I feel like Suzanne started a hashtag. I need to go look and see which hashtag it was that she used, but, we'll have to see what it'll be. Anyway, but you should definitely use the right hashtags so we can see them all. If you have the book and you're working on the page. I know Shannon is working on the page too. Exclamation point Lurky for Shannon's channel. If you want to check her out. Okay, now we're gonna do, I can't decide between getting Secret Garden or World of Flowers. There are 2 new pages in the Secret Garden anniversary edition. Chocolate and vanilla cake with cannoli filling and whipped cream. Oh, that sounds amazing, Marilyn. Okay, so now number 20. We might actually grab just a little bit of purple too, because this flower does not have enough contrast for my taste. So let's grab purple. Right, Josephine, cake. I love cake. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Karen. All right, so let's do a little bit of number 6. Basically where there's going to be a little bit of overlap of shadows. We're still going to use the green. Just for a bit. All right, now let's go back to, that's funny. 10 years with Johanna, perfect. Thank you, Angela. All right, so 61. So we'll need to, you can use that hashtag there, I think, for the new pages in here. Yeah, I can't wait to see how everybody colors it. Barbara, are you getting, oh, I don't know if you're still here or not. If you are you getting this book, or do you have this book? Are you planning on coloring one of the new pages? Inquiring minds want to know. If you are curious too, we have a lot of coloring live streamers in the community, and if you are curious as to who they are or some other good ones to follow, on my website, exclamation point website, there is an entire page dedicated to recommendations, and it's a big long list of a bunch of coloring streamers. So if you are new to the community and you would like to spend some more time with us, that is a great place to start, because I've got a bunch of them listed there. Obviously not all of them, because I don't know all of them, but yes, this is one of the, yeah, this is one of the new pages. So there's this one back here, and then there's this one. Hi, Angela, how are you? All right, so now we're gonna do number 5. Using this for a little bit of contrasting shadow here. And I'm choosing green because it is complementary of red. I suppose technically for pink, we're still kind of in the green family. We got, like, with the magenta, we've got a light green. With the red, we have a dark, or you know, normal green. Awesome, Josephine. Yeah, I mean, I know there's only 36 colors for a giant page, but, you know, if you like setting coloring challenges for yourself, it might be a good place to start. There we go. All right, and then we'll go ahead and do number 61. Again, I'm going to press a little bit harder now. Getting there, getting there. Like I said, they're not Prismacolor. They're definitely a harder leaded pencil. I mean, I may even go so far as to say these are a student grade pencil. A little bit more expensive than probably a student grade pencil would be. Although the prices have gone down. I want to say it comes out to be about $1 per pencil. I want to say it's like maybe $36 or $37 for the 36 set. Okay, now let's go ahead and do number 20. Then we're gonna grab our purple again. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, so it's not overwhelming. Okay, so number 6. Just trying to get a little bit darker on the left-hand side. Now let's grab the green. And then we'll get the, hi Della. Oh no, I know, right? It's so hard. All right, number 61. There we go. Getting a little bit of that shadow. And then actually, let's see. How did the design journey compare to the Ergosoft? I like the Ergosoft better. There's a wider range with the design journey, but the Ergosoft are good. Okay, I'm gonna take a short little couple minute break real quick. I'm gonna go use the restroom. So I'm gonna put it on Be Right Back screen and I'll turn the music up. So give me just a moment. Okay, let's turn the music back down. I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm not totally happy with the shape of this yet. Let's do a little bit of our darkest pink on the right-hand side. So number 61. Find something to eat? Absolutely. I'm probably gonna get some. I had, because between managing, getting ready for stream this morning and getting the kids off to school, I had, there are these great little oatmeal like protein bites by, I think it's Alyssa. Anyway, they're at the grocery store. They're gluten-free. They're absolutely delicious. They're flavored with like dried fruit rather than like a ton of sugar. And so one of those, I'll usually have one of those in the morning and then have my coffee. But I need to eat something a little bit more substantial, so I'll eat after this. All right, so let's get number 5. Work on this. Question is do we want to be really crazy and use some black? You know, I don't use it all that often, but I don't know. We could get a little adventurous today. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Jennifer. If I missed anyone, I apologize, and hello to all my lovely lurkers out there. Okay. A bit there. I'll definitely need to add a little bit of pink for the green shadow. All right, and then number 50. Yeah, we might break out a little bit of black. Why not? Live life on the edge. We're still in frame, yes. But yeah, there's something about just a simplified color palette. Is this cake? It is! Yes, it's a birthday cake! I had one at one point of one of the little characters eating cake, but it was just too small. It was too small. Fun fact, I actually have a little glitter birthday cake sticker like that one in the Etsy store. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and do 61. And do a little bit number 5. Hi, Hannah, how are you? And 50. There we go. All right, let's be crazy and break out a little bit of our black. I'm surprised I don't have any larger blacks in here. Grab a pencil extender for this one. Wish I had cake with my coffee this morning. For some reason, I'm craving it. I have no idea why. I definitely didn't influence you in any way, shape, or form. Let's see here. Make sure this fits in here. Here we go. All right, gotta love a good pencil extender. Never give up, never surrender. We'll use a pencil extender. I wonder why. Yeah, absolutely no subconscious suggestions here. All right, number 9. Situation normal. Ooh, bonus points if you can name that movie. We're fine. We're all fine here. How are you? All right, so a little bit of black here. I'm always so inspired by, sure you guys, if you've been in the coloring community, you've probably heard of her, Black Canary. Her name's Arena. And what she does is just absolutely amazing. And she actually uses a fair amount of black. Ooh, I like that. Okay, that darkened it up real nice. Let's do the same to some of these leaves here. See, once you bring up your layers, you can start to get some pretty nice colors. That a little bit. Okay, I'm getting happier with this. Galaxy Quest, no, not yet. Yes, Josephine got it. It's Star Wars. Ooh, that sounds good, Karen. Yeah, it's when they're going to release Leia in the technically I suppose number 4, and Han Solo's saying like, situation normal, had a slight weapons malfunction. We're fine. We're all fine here. How are you? And he proceeds to shoot the microphone and scream, look, we're gonna have company! I'm not even the tiniest bit. I fudged that line just a little bit. There you go. Just a little bit of white. Smooth it out. Okay. I like that much better. Much better. All right, let's start a little bit on the mushroom now, because the flower, there's 2 more flowers here of that kind, and one over here on the far side. Right over, oh, I was almost in there. There we go. Over here. He's dressed as a stormtrooper. Yes, yeah, Han Solo. Exactly, there we go. All right, so let's grab our purples now, because that's what I want to start with that one. We also have a light purple. And let's grab number 25. Oh, nice, Tanya. Oh, and actually, maybe instead of 25, we could use a little bit of 10. Or maybe both. I mean, yellow is complementary of purple. All right, so number 6. Also, if you are new here and you enjoy word games, usually at the end of stream, we play something called Words on Stream, where it is kind of like Scrabble. Let's see, what is this line here? Is that a leaf? I'm gonna go with a leaf. It's kind of like Scrabble, and you just place your guesses in chat, and it's just some kind of fun and silly we do at the end. We've gotten as far as, I think, level 29. Right, Karen? Hi, Annette. No, it's completely overwhelming, which is why you kind of have to compartmentalize when you do pages that are this big, just because, yeah, it is big. There's a ton of stuff to color here. It could be a little overwhelming, but you just sort of take it one section at a time. Don't think so much about all the stuff that you have to do for it. But like I said, my plan for this one is we will finish this on stream. Like, I'm not gonna, I have a couple pages where I'm like, okay, well, we're close enough, we'll finish it, and then I haven't finished it yet. But this one, we will be coloring it until it's done. Absolutely. Because we still have this background, like behind this little filigree stuff, to figure out what color we want to do also. I am leaning more towards, my instinct says green, but whatever I choose, I want it to make it so that the inside portion really pops. So we'll have to think and get a little creative with that. I'm not gonna be too worried about the shadow underneath the leaves, because we'll probably go in with black and do the shadow for that. So we're just gonna focus on the color of the mushroom for now. Okay. Come in with our light purple now. Watch the progress, right? It's gonna look really cool. Aw, thanks, Annette. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a lot. It absolutely is. But I suppose therein lies the fun. I don't know, I'm really excited for the new book. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out where else I can order it, because I mean, as we've seen on Amazon, doesn't necessarily mean it will get here by the release date. Oh, awesome, Annette. I'm so glad. Oh, your first Ergosoft tutorial. I love them so much. Yeah, sometimes, like, I don't know. I've heard people kind of harp on Ergosoft a little bit, but I don't know. I really enjoy them. But I think at this point, like, using the Ergosoft has kind of become my signature a little bit. Like, no one's surprised when I choose to use these. There we go. We're also gonna have this here. I don't know how much, we might do a little bit of like a yellow glow for the outside of it. We still could, but I don't know. There wouldn't be as much yellow glow on here. In fact, there might be some yellow glow on these stones and a little bit on these leaves, but not much on the rest of the mushroom, I don't think. So we could actually plan on making this a little bit darker, but I think we'll use black for that. Right? They're absolutely wonderful. I love them. Aw, thanks, Annette. Annette, not Annette. Oh my gosh. Words are hard today. Exclamation point words. All right, so number 6. Oh, I'm so glad, Josephine. Yeah, they really, if you really want that nice kind of soft pastel look, they are a great place to start. They have the rubber coating on the outside and they're triangle shaped, which makes them a little bit easier to hold. The coating on the outside gives it a little bit more grip. I think the only thing I would say about them is that because of the outside of it, sometimes they can get a little dingy just being in with all the pencils and everything else like that. But if that doesn't bother you, then I don't know, I really enjoy them. We're gonna turn just a little bit. Right, Karen, there you go. That's right. I remember that, Renee. Your coating wore off. They must have just been really, of course, my hands are always cold. So that might be something to do with it too. I don't know if you have naturally warm hands or not. Steve has really warm hands. Like, I am always like amazed and shocked. I'm like, where do you get all of this warmth? I don't understand. Here I am over here with my gloves and 3 pairs of socks on. Like, I don't know. No, so as it like, so I did some research on it, and the main manufacturer, I'm gonna use, this is the AFMAT eraser. The main manufacturer, oh, interesting, Angela. Yeah, I didn't know that. I've got them in the zipper case. The main manufacturer, I finally talked to them, and they said that they weren't discontinuing it. However, somebody else had talked and emailed, and I forget where it's all at, but basically, from what I gathered, it was like the big manufacturers like Australia and the UK and America, they were all like, yeah, we're not going to carry these anymore. And I don't know if we just, you know, made a big of enough stink about it that they were like, oh, maybe we should still carry these. Like, I kind of like the idea that we single-handedly brought them back, but no, they weren't going to carry them anymore. Like I said, they were still manufacturing them in Germany. So I honestly think that, because the price hiked up on them so high and they were running out of stock, and it's just like, yeah, I think they were discontinuing it. And it was confirmed that some of those retailers were, but not all of them. And so then they came back at the normal price, and I'm like, woohoo, we won. I like to use the triangle Staedtler Norris sharpener, or if I want a really long point, I use the dull 133. Of course, it's covered in stickers right now, but but yeah. So I think that we did our part to help them come back. And I am just alternating between number 6 and number 62. We have either the light purple or the dark purple. Going lighter on the left side here. We're just gonna fill in the rest of the space with this light purple. Track my Blackwell's order, my 10th. Oh, should be delivered today! Yay, Kim, I'm so glad. Do you color swatch all your color pencils? Yeah, I do. You can find a bunch of my color charts on my website, exclamation point website, and then go to the downloads tab. And if I have the color chart done, it'll be there. I have a whole pipeline of new charts I need to do, but I'll be perfectly honest, I have not had time to just sit down and do it. I keep trying, but there's a balance between finding all the time to get the work that I'm obligated to get done, plus, you know, being present for my children and everything else. So it's hard to balance sometimes. But what I do have is on my website, and there will be some more eventually. But yeah, there's are right now. But there's a bunch of them. Oh yeah, in the description below as well. But yeah, they're all on my website. Recommendations, color charts, the works. And I have them sorted alphabetically, so they're a little bit easier to find. But they're all free, so you can just download them. I've never felt really like I should charge for the color charts. I know it's silly, but like I know that there's the work that goes into them, but also like it's this list of pencils. It's not like it's a coloring page that I came up with, you know, on my own. But I don't know, to each his own, whatever works. All right, number 6. A little bit darker on the outside. Aw, thanks, Ronnie. Yeah, I was totally excited about this book. I am all about new pages. I mean, think about it. When she offers like free downloads, I'm just like, heck yes, and I just jump right over there. All right, let's do a little bit of our yellow now. Not a ton, because there is a layer of purple all over it already. Now this is such a light yellow, it's not a big deal to press just a little bit harder to get some more of that color in there. Hi Alex, how are you? There we go. Yeah, so there's free coloring pages on the downloads page, as well as the color charts, and then I have purchasable coloring pages that are different than the free ones over on my Etsy store. All right, let's use a little bit now of the number 25. A little tired? I feel ya. That's like my perma state, man. All right, number 25. Again, we're just going real light. I don't want to create any harsh lines if I can avoid it. I'm blending over that yellow.
I know I'm going over the lines a little bit, but it's okay. We'll have darker colors than what we're using now. Yeah, I'm liking that. Suppose it'll, if I do too much pink, it'll come out kind of orangey, which is what I don't want. Turn that down a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit more accurate to the colors. Oh, well, I'm sorry you haven't been sleeping well, but if this is helping you get tired, then I'm glad. Yes, it's so early for the West Coast. I'm so sorry. This early, normally we are live at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays, US Central Time. So that's like 4 p.m. UK time, 8 a.m. West Coast time. But yeah, we did 8 a.m. this morning because I gotta work around the kids' schedules, and I was like, I'm so sorry. Okay, let's see. Let's add in a little bit of. No, let's go in with our black. We're going crazy here. We're gonna go in with our black. Make sure it's nice and pointed here. A little bit more. Getting ready for work. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of black, and we're going to, let's see, are we still in frame? Yes. Let's go ahead and start here. We're gonna have a little bit of shadow from the glow of the window. Not a ton, because it could be, it's hard to say. I mean, with the blue, with the darker blue, you think maybe nighttime, sunset time. And I know this looks just kind of weird just here, but bear with me. It will all make sense once all layers are applied. Okay. A little bit of black under here. This is the awkward teenager stage. Okay, I'm gonna do left-hand side for these flowers here, because I assume that they are sitting on top of the mushroom because the way that they're layered. So I want to try and get some of those shadows on here. And you could use a complementary color, you could use a green, but I just totally went over that. So if you're also new, I have tremors. They're not too bad when my arms are resting, but every now and then it makes my hand go spazzy, and then I get a random line on a leaf like that. Like I said, it's not really noticeable when I have my arm resting on a table. More noticeable when I'm crafting. It tends to put a damper on the crafting. Okay. Still using that black. Let's see. Maybe not too much there. A little bit here. Basically, it's all on that side that would be the darkest if the light was coming from this direction, which is kind of where I'm working. We've got the yellow over here, and it's darker on the way over. We're going to be adding in more purple to kind of balance these shadows a little bit. There we go. A little bit there. All right, let's bring in our purple again. So we're going to do number 6. Straighten that out just a bit for you there. There we go. All right, so number 6, we're going to press a little bit harder now. And I mean, since we're using pencil, not marker, you can, if you make a mistake, you can always erase a little bit. It's hard to erase color pencil completely, but you can lift enough of it to lighten it if you made it too dark. If that is your wish. There we go. All right, it's starting to come along now. It's starting to take shape a little bit. Yeah, it's irritating, to be sure. I suppose it's more so when like I'm filming videos and it just makes it so obvious, and I'm just like, oh, just do what I wanted to do. Okay. Because when you film art videos, craft videos, coloring videos, that's all they're doing is looking at your hands. And so it's just like, all right, hands, I'm gonna have a chat with you. You could please just stop freaking out. Okay, so we're just going a little bit darker with this darker purple here. Like I said, we're just slowly building up. See, and we're gonna have more shadow underneath here too to kind of show kind of the indent of the colors. Sorry, my brain stopped working for a second. What I get for when I'm thinking and doing multiple things at once. But yeah, so if you just came in and you're unfamiliar with what we're working on, this is one of the new pages from Johanna Basford from her anniversary edition, 10-year anniversary edition of Secret Garden. The link is in the description if you are interested. We're using the Staedtler Ergosoft. And yeah, this is one of the 2 new releases she has coming out this year. But that's it too. And I've had people like that are really kind and be like, "Are you okay?" It's like, yeah, I'm fine. It's benign. We're good. It just, you know, my hands have a mind of their own. Here we go. So we're going a little bit darker on the left-hand sides. It was always super fun. I worked at a winery and I gave the tours and did the wine tastings and everything. For the most part, I have pretty good control of my tremors, but I was pregnant at the time and I'd be pouring samples. And of course I'm shaking. I'm not spilling anything, but people thought it was like, "Are you okay? Do you need to sit down?" It's like, no, I'm fine. This is just how I am. It's all good. All right, so now number 62. Okay, we're gonna start to add in there, and we may add a little bit of the magenta too, just in a few places to add a little bit of variation for the eyes. We got a little bit of that normal pink there, plus obviously the yellow. Just a little bit of this purple on the edge here. And this is number 62. Look up and chat here in just a second. Thanks, Dominique. Like a yo-yo. Oh, it happens all the time. My attention span is similar to a goldfish. Okay. Oh, wait, not that pink. We want number 25. Let's see. We'll do it over here a bit. There, you can see it's really starting to kind of come together after a few layers, and I'm not going to use the blender on it until I get the rest of the colors done for the leaves and the window. And there we go. I'm excited to see this finished though. I think it's going to be really awesome by the time it's done. Like I said, next time I'll get a piece of paper to put underneath because the texture of the wood is coming through a little bit. All right, so now let's use number 10. There we go. Some of that yellow is getting a little bit brighter. Get that sometimes with yawning. Sinus and allergies results in low oxygen. Oh, yeah, right? It's hard. You do the whole thing live. That is the plan, Alex. That is the plan. I know it's a big page. We've never done one this big on stream before, but my plan is start to finish. You know, obviously, like I'm going to catch up on some of these flowers and do some more in this background. Maybe not the whole background so that when people come and see it later, if they're missing it, they can see it again. But yeah, I'll get caught up. At least I'll try. We don't have much time between Wednesday and Friday, but I will try and do what I can to kind of catch up with it. All right, let's do a little bit. Thanks, Dominique. Let's do a little bit of number 6. No, I take it back. We're going to do number 62. I'm going to bring in some of that purple, just a light purple, down to the edge here. But again, we're trying to be careful because I don't want this to end up too brown. We haven't used our blender yet. Or even if you want to, you can use a white to blend it. Thanks, Dawn. Sounds good, Carol. Awesome. We'll have a good appointment. Got my hair trimmed the other day. Not not a full cut, just a trim. It's been ages since I got it trimmed, and I'm having some breakage and split ends, and I was like, all right, we need to just trim this off. My hair takes so long to grow, like, and that's what I'm working on right now, is growing it out, and I was just like, I don't want to lose my length, but it needs a little trimmy trim. Aw, thanks, Barbara. Welcome back. Yeah, we are just layering some of our colors here. You know what might be fun? Let's get a little bit of blue, just a little bit. Let's do number 3, okay? I'm just gonna add a little bit of blue here and there. Got a little bit over on this one. There we go. Okay, do a little bit of blue here. I mean, because you don't have to color these traditional mushroom colors. I mean, you could. You know what might be another really cool version of this? Is something like, not quite sepia tone, but at all like muted neutral tones. Oh my gosh, so like using the Derwent drawing pencils completely on this page. That would be amazing. I mean, probably go through quite a few of them because they're so soft. But, oh my gosh, I kind of want to do this again, but in neutral tones. Of course, that's kind of like me. I've done the dragon page twice, and that's a bit intense. A little bit heavier here. Just a bit, enough to make that blue kind of stand out a bit. And here. Now, for the flowers on top of the, how are we doing on time? Oh my gosh, it's already almost 10 o'clock, and I can't go over today because I gotta go get the kids. So let's wrap up this little part of the mushroom, and then we will do some, you guys wanna do some words on stream? Man, that time just flew today, didn't it? Well, we'll be live with it again on Friday evening. A little bit on the bottom there. Yeah, I'm liking that. And I might fine tune it a little bit and add some more shadow. There we go, that's better. I know that we're not very far, but you know, you'd be surprised how little you can get done. Okay, so here is, thanks, Jeanette. With graphitints? I don't think so, I don't have those ones. So here's what I'm gonna get caught up on. The plan, at least, is I might add a few more finishing touches to the mushroom. I won't touch the flowers or the window yet. If I can, I'll get to these flowers and I'll do more of the background. I'll probably stop the background if I do get far enough. I'll stop it about halfway through. But that's the plan. That's the plan. We'll see how much actual time I have. Ooh, fun, Jet Girl. I know, right? Like that just flew. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of words on stream. If you are new here and you have never played it, it's just a little game that we play in the end. If you like word games or puzzle games, this is it. You're gonna be scrambling some letters and figure out what the words are. So let's grab the link for it here. Okay. Let's see, there we are. Pop that in. All you do is just type in your answers in chat. There we go. Let's turn up the volume a little bit. Okay, and then we can see, we got this little camera here, we can put it on what we worked on today. Here we go. All right, everybody ready? Get your typing fingers ready. Sounds good, Dawn. Thanks for being here. Okay, so let's see. For instance, let's see. What am I seeing here? What is this word? Oh, let's try pint. There we go. See how they hop in there? Let's see. The highest level, I'm pretty sure we got, I think it was 29. Oh, pudding. Nice. Or pudding. Pudding. Oh, wait. Is pudding with one T? Pudding. It's pudding. Oh my gosh. See, it's what happens when I don't think about what I'm typing too much. All right, let's see. Oh, tint. There we go. All right, we have 2 more 5-letter words and 1 6-letter word. Let's see. Oh, tuning? I can't spell. That's all right. T-U-I-N-G. Oh, that means there would be 2 N's. That's not gonna work. What about tutting? Yay! Yeah, make sure your slider is all the way to the right for you to be able to guess your can't talk, exclamation point words. For it to be right up there. It's on the lowest lag setting that I can put it on. Let's see. 5-letter words. What is that? What about... Gosh, we've got all the 4-letter words. I feel like the 6-letter word is going to be an ing word. Ing, T-U-T-I-N-G, maybe? That's so exciting. Oh, it's your device. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, input. That's a word. There we go. Perfect. And our score up at the top will depend on how high the levels are that we get. Dang, that was hard for bigger than like 4 letters. But hey, we did it. We got it. Upping, maybe, yeah. All right, skip 2 levels. And continue. Bird Lady, number 1 in that one. Very nice. I see same. Let's see. Mass, M-A-S-S. Mess. Oh, Sesame, Bird Lady, nice. Let's see. So yeah, mess. Same. Seams, there you go. Let's see. Oh, what about eases? Plural. There we are. There's gonna be another M letter, another S-E. S-E-E-S, maybe. Oh, I'm still locked out. Yeah, but S-E-E-S? Seas. There we go. Ooh, look at that. Cleared the board. Nice. That's gonna get us skip 3 levels. All right. Jennifer, nice. Sheila, nice. Help. That's what that one is. Help. I need somebody. Help. Oh, people. People is in there. P-E-O-P-L-E. Yeah. Hope. Peel. P-E-E-L. Oh yeah, we got that. Okay. Gosh, what is that big word? What about Pope? I don't know if that's a title though. Yeah, I think technically that would be a proper noun. What, heap? I know it's E-A-P, but it'll be a thing. Gosh, what is that big word? Let's see, elephol? I don't think that's an actual word. Could be double P, but with the PH, I feel like those go next to one another. Oh, yeah. Let's see. What is that? Oh, there you go. Oh! A peephole! Oh my gosh, that was totally out of my radar. Did not get that at all. So what's maybe the 4-letter one starts with an E? E-P-P-E? I haven't got a clue. I mean, it could start with an H. Gosh, that's hard. All right, that should get us at least skip 2 levels? Maybe 3? 3 levels, very nice. That'll get us up to level 9. All right, continue. Jennifer and Sheila up at the top, very nice. Oh. Civil. Oh, civilian. There we go. Okay, so it's a fake M. The letter M is fake. So let's see. Nail, N-A-I-L. No M. I almost said that again. Vial. V-I-A-L. Oh, we got vial. A-M-N-A-I-L. Hannah, very nice. Let's see. Oh, what about, no, there's not two L's, never mind. I was gonna say, villa. Nail, vial, clan, there you go. Lane, oh, vein. Oh no, we got vein already. Okay, so we have one more 4-letter word, 3 5-letter words, and 1 6-letter word. Okay, what about... That's civil with an A. No, that's not right. I'm looking at it now. I'm like, no, that's not a thing. Let's see. What about CLAV? Clav. Just throwing that one out there. Nasil? No, I'm just making up words. Oh, not quite spelled like Henry Cavill, but that's what I thought of when I saw it. All right, that'll get us skip 2 levels. That's right. Man, these are hard for this one. Alrighty. Skip 2 levels. Very nice. All right, Shannon and Jennifer, #1 spots. Ooh, early, as in I started entirely too early. Oh, Jennifer, you're faster. Okay, what about like Earl, year, real? Which means it is a fake J, so don't do any letters with J in them. Okay, what about layer relay? Nice. Okay, what about Earl? Ooh, liar. Okay, that's good. Ailer? Elay. Ire. Ale, maybe? I feel like it starts with A, but I don't know. A or E is what it's gonna start with. E-R-A-Y? E-R-A-L? At this point, it's probably not like some sort of real word. Gosh. What about Ari? Oh yeah, Sheila had the same idea. It's hard. E-R-A-Y, E-R-A-L. Oh wait, that's a W. E-R-A-L. Erie? E-A-R-Y? Of course, I guess that would go below Earl. Still, that should get us skip 3 levels. All right, so level, I can't do math, 14? Yes, 14. I'm a grown woman, I can count. Not really. Jennifer, good job. Okay, so there's a hidden letter and a fake letter now. So we'll do real. I know that's a word. Oh, Namalu already did real. Okay, that means that one of those is the fake letter. So, what about acute? No, that's not right. That's not spelled correctly. Okay, what about... Gosh, so it's gonna be either R-E-A or L. That's the fake letter. Carl, there we go. Oh, what about care? Oh no, that's what it is. The E is fake. The E is fake. Okay, so... Claire... No, that wouldn't be right. Okay, so no E. Wow. This is really surprisingly hard. Okay, so, Oh, what about ocular? No, that was such a good one. Ocular is fantastic. Okay. Oh, because the A. Ocular. With an E. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe how hard this is. An I? What is that word? Rail, I suppose. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to look that up later. That was really hard. It's the hardest level 14 we've ever done. My goodness. Well, that one was a little bit shorter, but since I need to go pick up the kids, we can't play too many of them, and I need to get something to eat before I go. But that was pretty much it for that one. We usually do that at the end, but I think that's pretty much everything. Yeah, right? Oh, circular, Jennifer. Yep, you're right. Circular makes a lot more sense. All right, well, so buckle up, folks. We are in for the long haul for this page. We will be doing these. I'll have a little bit better of an idea how many parts it's gonna take us when we get a little further along. But I think it's gonna be really pretty when it's done. So yeah, stick around. We got lots more coming. So I will see you again Friday. We'll be live at 8 p.m. Central Time, so you'll have to figure out which one that is for you. But in the meantime, keep staying awesome. Thank you to Karen for the gifted membership, for Kara and Zippy for the super chats. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, keep being awesome. I'll see you on Friday. Oh, we're using the Ergosoft, Zoe. Ergosoft. All right, everyone. I'll talk to you later. Bye.